Hi there, welcome to this video. This is Tina from TinaHints.com, and this video might piss you off because it speaks of the top 10 things I dislike about Scorpio. But if you really think about it, journal, then you will see that I'm speaking about the shadow side of the Scorpio sign and why it's best to address them if this video annoys you. So without wasting any more time, let's get to the facts. But if you stick to the end and if you subscribe and if you go to my website, then I'm going to give you one more fact, and a really interesting fact about something that I really don't like about Scorpio. So one of the top 10 things that I and we all, I think we can unanimously agree that no one likes these top 10 things about Scorpios, right? So let's get to number 10. They can be very secretive. We know that Moon in Scorpio more so, but Scorpio ascendants, yes, very, very much. And interestingly, they are very suspicious, because if you're on your phone or if you're talking to someone, they want to know who you're talking to. They want to know who's on your list, or they want to see, go through your messages, but they don't want to give you free access to their lives. Okay, they don't want you to know who they are talking to or what's going on behind the scenes with them, but they want to know everything that's going on with you. So on one hand, they're very secretive and they're very suspicious. So that was number 10. Now number 9, Scorpios are known to hold grudges. Believe you me, Scorpios will never forget. If you've wronged them, if you've made them wait in the queue for something, if you've not stood up and offered them their seat if they're pregnant especially, or if something's going on, if you've in any way upset them, they will never forget it. So always remember that. Number 9 on my list is they hold grudges forever. Eternity will pass by, but a Scorpio will not forgive you. Okay, so if you're Scorpio ascendant, open your heart and forgive. Finding forgiveness is probably more important to you than anybody else. Now that was 10 and 9, and now number 8. Right, number 8 is self-destructive. Something none of us like about the Scorpionic energies, that can be very, very destructive. Okay, they can have violent fits of anger where they destroy stuff at home, and sometimes they know that someone or something is not right for them, but they will go pursuing that. They will go choosing that and going after that. Why? Because they have this tremendously self-destructive streak in them. So it's always up to them. They're a fixed sign. They're stubborn. Mars and Pluto, Mars, the red planet of war and conflict and actions, all the actions we take. Pluto, transformation, death, all things hidden, hegemony. So both of these planets are about power play and hegemony. So this is like, really, this can catapult into your life really badly and take everything down like a juggernaut if you're not careful. Don't hold grudges forever. Let go and don't, hold on to self-destructive patterns and habits, especially Scorpio moons. I want to tell you this, okay? Now, that was 7, now 6. They can be ruthless. We all know that. Scorpios, if they're chasing that promotion or if they're going after your girl or your guy, they can be ruthless. Women will often play the femme fatale, and the men will play the Don Juan, and they will go in and sweep your love interest, your object of desire. Why? Because they are ruthless. If they want a promotion, they'll do whatever it takes Of course, the negative Scorpios, and all Scorpios are not like this. The negative vibration of this sign is what I'm discussing here. You know, top 10 things we don't like about Scorpio, okay? So this ruthlessness, this vindictiveness, this revengeful vindictiveness, we can see a very, very ruthless energy, okay? Mars and Pluto together, diabolic. Now, that was 7, I think. Now, 6, overbearing and very arrogant. So we know that Scorpios want to dominate. Again, Mars and Pluto, both about power. Scorpios love the concept of power play. Even if they are giving in to you, that is also a form of power play for them. So this overbearing side of them, they want to control your life. Okay, and if you let them, they will do it. They'll decide what you will wear, the kind of clothes you will buy, the kind of food you will eat, everything, if you allow that to happen. You know, and if your man is a Scorpio and he is this really overbearing person, then he's probably very arrogant as well. There's a huge arrogant streak to Scorpions that they need to work through. They need to balance out. Okay. Now, I think we're getting to 5. The 5 is they can be very intolerant. Sometimes Scorpios, you know, they want everyone to understand them. Why is nobody understanding me? This, that. They can be super pissed if people don't see their point of view, but they can be very intolerant. If they feel that your ideology does not work with their smooth functioning or what they expect from you, then they are just going to be absolutely intolerant. They will not tolerate. They will not tolerate you going behind them. They will not tolerate you standing up for yourself. They can be very, very intolerant. Okay, and this can manifest in very many things. Tolerance is important to survive and function as a healthy individual in society, right? Collectively, we all need to tolerate one another, okay? It used to be we all need to respect one another, but the way things are happening with all these wars and death and destruction and terrorism and covert cabals ruling us, it's about intolerance. Everybody's intolerant of the other person. So that's something we need to work with. Now, number 5 would be moody. I think 4, they're super moody. One moment they're right there with you, having fun, kissing, making love, or just frolicking in the bed. And if you say or do anything, or if they're reminded of something from the past, and they do tend to stay a lot in the past, a lot of Scorpios, then they're just going to cut you off. They're going to cut off that pleasant interaction, and they're going to fall into a mood of despair and melancholia. Scorpios are known to shift and change very violently, in fact. Okay, not the Gemini way that, okay, I'm here light 1 minute, they're light another minute. This is deep melancholia that seeps in depression, anger. Sometimes it can trigger violence and whatnot. So, and number 3, they can be very jealous. Who doesn't know that? If you live with a Scorpio, if you've ever lived with a Scorpio, loved a Scorpio, we know they can be super jealous. Okay, if you speak to someone, or if somebody looks at you, they will notice, and they will probably tell you. If they're close enough, they'll tell you. If they're not, then they'll play around and try to explain it to you in some way, and you probably land up having a fight because they just can't get over that jealousy. So that's something that they're super jealous. Okay, number 2, possessive. With this jealous streak comes possessiveness. Scorpios want to possess you. Even when they make love to you, they want to possess not just your body but your soul. They want to enter you in a way. So there's something about this. They're very, very possessive, and they don't want you mixing with that cute guy at work or that cute girl at work. They don't want you going out with your friends. If there's somebody hot coming, somebody you're interested in, they can be very, very, very possessive. Okay, now the number one fact is they can be very bossy, very bossy, overbearing. I know I said that, but they can literally tell you what to do. A lot of Scorpio men, especially Mars Scorpio, or maybe Moon in Scorpio, Scorpio ascendant, they land up controlling their women. And if the woman is submissive, then they sort of just fit into that role. Even a lot of men with Scorpio women, they are submissive. So they want to control you, they want to dominate you in a way. But the bonus fact that I was going to tell you is what we associate Aquarius with is rebellion. But believe me, in all my years of studying astrology, looking at natal charts, talking to people, interviewing them, I think that there is not a sign more rebellious than Scorpio. I mean, I don't know if you'll agree, but I completely stand by what I have to say. They are very rebellious. You try to make them fit in, in finely cut out cardboard boxes, and you can expect a rebellion. They will not stand for it. They will rebel. So those were the top 10 facts with one bonus fact. Let me know what you think of this video. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and I just wanted to remind you that I spoke in the last video in great detail, top 10 facts about Scorpio, that I feel I'm creating a red lipstick for Scorpio, a deep red. It'll be called the Scorpio Red by Tina Heals. If you're interested to know more, DM me. Check out my other organic range of products, natural, handmade by me, my candles, and book a reading, book a spell. Let me know what you think. See you, my not fellow Scorpios, no, I almost said that. My third house is Scorpio. But goodbye, my beloved Scorpios. Take care. See you soon. Bye.